What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and welcome to another week of Tester Tuesday. This is a spot where I do Scentsy reviews for you guys based on what I think and how they perform in my spot, and hopefully that will help you decide if a scent's going to work for you or not. So this week we have a scent of the month and 2 scents from this upcoming summer collection. So let's get started. All right, let's talk about our first place scent for the week. It is Jammin Jubilee. This one is a red colored wax. It had 36% of the vote. It's the scent of the month for June, and Scentsy has put this in the fruity category. All scents of the month are technically limited time offers. They usually stick around for, on average, 4 months. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, red berry compote and blackberry zest are ready to party with the irresistible addition of sugar syrup. Primarily, to me, this is a raspberry scent. It's kind of like a nice pure raspberry. It doesn't lean like a floral or perfumey raspberry to me, which some raspberries can do, so that is good. The blackberry zest, I don't really get that when I warm it. When I take a deep sniff on cold, I thought I could smell it in my first sniffs, but I really haven't picked it up since then. Now, the Scentsy depiction of the flyer actually shows strawberries with the raspberries as the top note, and I don't really pick out strawberries, but they might be there. Obviously, they've got a picture of them there. I definitely get quite a bit of raspberry and quite a bit of sugar, and it almost smells like the crystals of sugar. It's very sweet. It's kind of like a sweet tart fragrance. So this one, when I warmed it, reminded me a lot of another fragrance. A lot. It reminded me a lot of pink rhubarb sugar. So if you're missing pink rhubarb sugar, then this might be one to pick up. It also reminds me a bit of sun-ripened berry. So there's been a few people that have said it reminds them of berry sweet. Now, what I think Scentsy might do is, at the beginning of a season, I think they might say, we want a berry, mixed berry fragrance. So they do up one for the new releases, but maybe there was a couple of them that were really good and they wanted to kind of fan them out in other collections. That's why sometimes I think we get different offerings that are somewhat, related, close together. So what I did was I had 2 cubes left in this clamshell, and I warmed quite a few to finish off almost the rest of this. So one thing I will say is I put it in the open concept to start. Now, I put it in the dishes and I didn't turn it on right away, and I remember I was laying on the sofa. I could smell it from the dish behind me, maybe 2 to 3 feet away, just on cold sniff. Now, when I turned the warmers on, it threw very fast. So let's talk about the open concept area first. I would say on max it was about 8 out of 10. And after about, I have written down hour 6, it dropped to about 5 out of 10, but it stayed at around 5 out of 10 for another day and a half. So I left it going 2 full days in my open layout, and then I removed it. Erica's room has 3 cubes going right now, and we're on the start of day 3. I can still smell it. So day 1, it was about 8 out of 10. Day 2, I have a note between 5 and 6 out of 10, and maybe today it's starting off like a 4 out of 10. So I'll probably remove it later today. So I think if you're someone that likes those jammy, sweet, gooey, red berry dominant scents, I think you're going to want to definitely pick this one up to try. Even if you're someone that doesn't tend to like those kind of scents, you might want to give it a try, because I really, really like this one. I would say it's definitely spring, summer, but you could also use it year round because it's an excellent mixing type of scent. You could mix it with bakery, you could mix it with floral, you could mix it with perfumey scents. It can go in a lot of different directions. I really liked this one, so I guess that answers my next question. Will I be repurchasing this? Yes. I may even put it in my Scentsy Club. I'm not sure. I really like this one. I hope it comes back next year, and it is Jammin Jubilee. All right, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. It is Tropical Coconut Nectar. This one is a golden yellow colored orange wax, and it had 32% of the vote. On cold, when you smell it, it's between light and medium, probably closer to light, and it's part of the upcoming summer collection available June 1st. I would put this, I think Scentsy might have put this in the fruity section, but it's kind of like a creamy tropical fruity. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, coconut, peach nectar, and pineapple whisk you to paradise. So for me, it's a creamy coconut with some creamy fruit, and the fruit is peach and pineapple. And I didn't really smell pineapple on cold, but I could smell it a bit on warm. Now, the peach doesn't come out to me like cat pee at all. That's just my nose. It's a really nice creamy concoction. It could almost be a creamy drink. It's really warm. It's yummy. It reads mostly edible. I would say maybe on day 3, which I actually removed here in my room on day 3, I could smell a buttery tone. I don't know if that was the wax or just what was going on in my home, because I did make scones today. But yeah, when I warmed this early on, I thought to myself, this is like if you took a lot of creamy fruit and added it to like crazy coconut, or maybe crazy coconut with a bumped up fruitiness. Or as I was warming it a little bit more, it almost reminded me a little variation of Rio Beach. So if you like any of those scents, maybe give this one a try. And it's definitely warmed a lot better for me than I thought it was going to. So let's talk about performance. I put 2 cubes in the kids' bathroom. They have a Night Sky 25 watt grouted glass warmer. It was between 6 and 7 at its max. And I left it about 2.5 days. On that 3rd day, it was very light, so I did remove it. I kind of lost track of time in terms of removal, but yeah, I would say 2 days at a light to medium intensity for this one. And I also warmed it in my room, so I started off with 4 cubes between 2 warmers. It was between 4 and 5 out of 10, so I took another cube and put it in a mini warmer in an opposite corner of the room just to kind of get a little bit more, and that brought it up to about 6 out of 10. It stayed like that, fairly consistent, gentle, excuse me, gentle dipping as the day went on, but I left it going of 2 full days. I'm sorry, I'm trying to rush because I have to go to work, so I'm stumbling over my words. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. Anyway, I left it going 2 full days. The start of the 3rd day is when it started to smell a little bit like cocoa butter or butter to me. So I think if you're someone that likes those tropical creamy scents with a bit of fruitiness, and the fruit is creamy as well and it's tropical in nature, then you're definitely going to want to give this one a try. I really liked it. I'm surprised my husband didn't say that he really liked it because he really likes these type of scents. I would say it's definitely summer leaning, and you should try it in a small space like a bathroom or a medium space like a bedroom. It's not open concept worthy, at least in my home. And will I be repurchasing this? Probably. I think I will pick up one. All right, let's talk about our 3rd place scent for the week. It is Water, Lily, and Bergamot. This one had 20% of the vote. It's almost like this teal, between teal and emerald green, and it's a limited time offer in the summer collection. I would put this as a fresh, but there's a lot of aquatic and floral notes with this one. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, bergamot and white musk relax next to pools of blooming water lily. All right, bergamot is often like a cologne base. I really don't get like cologne in here, but what it reminds me a lot of is 2 scents mixed together. And I don't like to describe scents like that, but I'll try to describe what each scent means to me. So this reminds me a lot if you took maybe a cube of ocean and a cube of iridescent pearl and put them together. Because ocean is kind of like a grounded, aquatic, deep, with a little bit of like sweetness. The notes on ocean are cool and refreshing aquatic notes deepened with water, lilies, and ocean breeze. Now, iridescent pearl is kind of like a sweet, dewy, pretty feminine, slightly floral, slightly aquatic leaning scent. And the notes on iridescent pearl are juicy mango, apple blossom, and water lotus. So I feel like if you put those 2 things together, it reminds me of something like this. Also, all of these scents in the summer collection are very tropical leaning. So picture you're down at like a resort and it's evening time and the sun has gone down and a gentleman is standing there and he doesn't have cologne on, but he's just freshly washed with his body wash, standing next to his date, and she doesn't have perfume on, but she has very pretty floral lotion. And then the background air is kind of warm, tropical, and misty and floral like breezes. So that's kind of what this reminds me of. Now, those kind of scents are usually strong-ish, but this was not as strong as I was expecting it to be. So let's talk about performance. I put 2 cubes in the kids' bathroom just on this week, the past weekend. It was between 5 and 6 at its max. And on day 2, I would say it was about 3 out of 10. I did remove it this morning, so I left it 2 full days, but it wasn't a very strong scent. It was one of those scents, if the door was closed, you could smell it very well. If the door was open, you almost couldn't smell it at all. The boys' room, I put 3 cubes in amongst 2 different warmers there. At its max, it was between 5 and 6 out of 10. I put it early in the morning, and around supper, my husband went in the room and goes, "You're going to need to put some Scentsy in there, or new Scentsy." And I said, "I just put that in like early this morning." And he's like, "Oh, it smells like boys." So I think the smell of the boys were overtaking the smell of the water lily and bergamot. So unfortunately, that's not the greatest. I did take the wax out of the boys' room and kind of add it into the bathroom wax just to kind of finish it out. But yeah, it just wasn't strong enough, very pretty and nice. So I might pick this up in other products. But I think if you're someone that likes those less intense aquatic scents, which I do enjoy, but sometimes it's hard to smell. Like I do struggle to smell them. Then maybe pick this one up. Like if you were my coworker Audrey, this might be a good scent for you because it's not overbearing. It's not like aquatic in your face. It's not bergamot in your face. Everything is kind of, it's a nicely done scent, just not overly strong for me. So I think not open concept worthy, but maybe small to medium spaces are best for this one. Maybe double or like increase the wax if you need to. And I think it'd be good for people that like those more gentle kind of aquatic scents. I might pick it up in pods, but not a repurchase in wax, I don't think, unless it was deeply marked down. All right, let's move to the portion of the video where I'm going to present to you some scents and you guys are going to vote. If you're new to my channel, you can hit like and subscribe and the bell. You'll be notified when I post Tester Tuesday videos. But if you are a regular here, you know that you have to vote by early Wednesday morning, and you're going to put 2 votes down in the comment section or on my Instagram post. It's Patricia Gates. So actually what we're going to do is I'm going to finish up the Father's Day collection. Scent number 1 is going to be Day on the Field. And the rest are going to come from the box. Now, I do have the Outer Rim or whatever that collection from Star Wars is called, but I still am waiting for my replacement bar, and that's not due to come until Friday, and I just don't want to chance it if something gets delayed. So the rest of them are coming from the box. And then look forward to the upcoming collection from the licensed section of the website. That'll be coming probably not by this week, but maybe the next week. So scent number 2 is going to be Clothesline. And I've been using some of these, so I have less testers, but I do have a bar of that. Scent number 3, I'm also going to use a current catalog scent, and I do have a bar of this as well. It is Blueberry Cheesecake. Now the rest of them are retired, so I'm just going to go over here and we're going to pick a really big one. Mandarin Grapefruit Amber, lots of testers there for scent number 4. I'm going to feel around for big ones. Scent number 5 is Go Wildflowers. And none of the rest feel big, so let's just grab this one. This is a small one. Scent number 6, oh, it's very beat up. Maybe I should get to warming, and I do have a bar of this. It is Poppy Fields. That was recently in some of the mystery bundles. So, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.